Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Justin.
I'm Gabe.
And you're watching episode 40 of DangIT Prodcast. And today we are talking about Valentine's Day, which will branch off into other stuff.
Yeah.
Yesterday was Valentine's Day, which is when we're recording right now. And Gabe, you said you had like a whole bunch of stuff you want to talk about.
Yeah, I had a bunch happen to me this week. In terms of Valentine's Day, all I did was hang out with friends, as I'm pretty sure all you did was basically hang out.
I binge read Nisekoi because I finally found a website that had all the chapters, and I'm like, yes.
Oh yeah, because didn't you say there's one, like 53 was missing or something?
Yeah, like the very next episode was like, I could not read it because it was like copyrighted, but I found the website, so.
Yeah, with me, yeah, I kind of wanted to spend the day with this one girl that I had in mind, but it didn't work out that way, so I just hung out with friends from Amazon. We had a pretty cool time. We ate, hung out. We had my little brother with me for a bit.
Oh, okay.
After that, we hung out some more waiting for a movie, and then we're like, wait a minute, our buddy just got off work. Let's go hang out with him. Went to hang out with him. We ended up playing a few arcade games over at the Empire Bowl. So we were playing shooting games, freaking that little, the
Punch out?
Yeah, not punch out, but the thing where you punch the punching bag and see how hard you hit.
Oh, yeah.
We did that, and then Dance Dance Revolution. After that, we headed down to the Moon Brew and played some pool, and we scavenged food.
Shout out to episode 2, which is funny because like we're talking about Valentine's Day and we're going to talk about like relationships and whatever maybe, and that all happened in episode 2.
Yeah.
So what's that?
I still don't know how I did the snap.
I don't know. That was just like a stroke of luck.
It really was. It was just a cleverly planned coincidence. It actually hurt though. But as for what happened this week, should I start with things that have to do with kind of our, what's it called? Our topic? Or
yeah, like kind of like relationships and stuff.
All right. So one cool thing that happened was 3 days ago. I had just gone off work, got paid and whatnot. We were heading to pick up my friend Anaya to drop him off at work. But on the freeway, there's a big traffic jam. Me and my friend Steven, we were on the leftmost lane trying to fight our way to the off-ramp. Now, as we were going, we look next to us and there's this truck with the window down. He's right there. Ask that guy if we can merge into the lane. So I look at him. He looked like a redneck douchebag version of me. I was like, I'll ask the car that's a few cars ahead that has their window down. He's like, all right. So we waited a bit, and that entire lane of traffic just went like 4 or 5 cars up. And next to us was this very cute girl with her window down. And there's like a half car distance between her and the car in front of her. And so I was like, hey, is it okay if me and my buddy merge over real quick? She looked confused by the question. It took her time to understand what I just actually, okay. And so we merged over. Little time passed by, we're in the second to the rightmost lane. And then we see her car pass in front of us. I was like, I'm actually. So I grabbed the box of sweet tarts that I had, ripped off the top, scavenged like a son of a in that car to find a pen, wrote my name and number on it, and then there's in all this gridlock traffic. He was like, dude, just run to her car. She's only a few cars ahead of us, just run to it. I was like, nah, I'll wait for us to catch up. If we catch up, it's meant to be. If not, I have my number written down and I can never forget it.
All right, so what happened?
A little time passed, about 15-20 minutes. We eventually catch up to her. And I'm like, Steven, hand this to her. He's like, I'm not gonna hand it to her. Go out and give it to her. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna run out traffic. Just get the out. Like, freaking, I opened the door. I'm running behind the car. And I stop and I'm like, wait a minute. This is stupid. So I go around the other way of the car, run into the front of the car, freaking like limp over to her passenger window that's also rolled down. She looks like confused at what I'm handing her. And then I run back to the car, running back into the hood, get in, and by then there's about 3 cars just an open road in front of us, so we sped off. And I was like, oh my god, that was so embarrassing. But I did it. Then I called my buddy, I told him what happened, told him where we are in relation to the exit so we can pick him up. Hung up, and I got a text from her.
Yeah.
Her text was, I like sweet tarts too. And then we talked pretty much that whole day.
That was great. No, good for you, Gabe. Applause, applause.
I feel like a champ. And I was wearing my work clothes.
Ah, so it's like, I look all gross and
It was all black clothes with what looked like love stains on them. Because it was just glue stains all over my shirt and pants.
Door building.
Man, I picked up a chick on the freeway in gridlock traffic on a hot day wearing some grimy clothing.
That's one hell of a tale.
Yes.
When was this?
This was Friday.
I wish something eventful like that happened Friday. But this one's a kind of a sad tale because, like, you remember the podcast where I was with you and Steven? We were talking about, like, what we've been up to, and I was just talking about that one girl that I just asked out on a date. Well, we've been, like, hanging out, like, each and every Friday, and it was, like, my intentions, like, get into a relationship with her, but I want to let her take her time with it because she wanted to say, like, well, she said, like, oh, can we just hang out for now? And I was like, there's a chance. And so we did that, and we just went to, like, different places, like, each week. But for this one, we just went to the library, and I just showed her my work, some YouTube videos, and she showed me, like, some of her script writing. Obviously, because it was, like, yesterday was Valentine's Day, so I just brought it up, like, say, like, hey, I wanted to become your Valentine, but I know that you want to take it slow. And then that's when she said, like, I think we should just be friends for now. I was like, okay. But
it's a for now.
No, it's just friends. Well,
but for now.
Sure, whatever. But
for now.
I don't know.
For now.
It doesn't matter now.
Hold hope.
It doesn't matter now because, well, I guess if you want to just go that route and just do it like Cody in The Sweet Life on Deck and like plan a 6-month.
Hey, don't knock his 6-month plan because it actually worked.
It did work. But then it's a TV show, though.
But it worked.
It was scripted.
But it worked.
It was scripted.
But it worked.
Well, whatever. So.
For now.
Hey, you're the champion in this podcast here. I'm the one who's just kind of like slugging over right behind you, like, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh. No, it's like, I'm coming. Oh. Oh. But, yeah, that was kind of like what happened Friday, and Friday the 13th. Mm-hmm. Did you not think about that?
Nope.
Like, yeah, because I thought about it, like, oh yeah, today's Friday the 13th. And it didn't really affect me that much as far as what happened that day, but I don't know. I just felt empty after that. I made a Vine and Instagram video about it though. And oddly enough, it's the most beautiful thing I've made in a long time because
when you're feeling depressed, watch puppy videos?
Yeah.
Saw it.
I was like, this is strangely really beautiful.
No, alright. So, since you brought it up that it was Friday the 13th, it actually makes sense. Because the whole reason the freeway was in gridlock traffic was because a little bit further up, one, there was a shooting on the freeway.
Oh,
and two, as we were making our return trip to take our friend to work, there was a car that was on fire in the middle of the freeway behind where we were.
Oh my God.
So it was gridlocking with us because of a shooting, and then it was pure 100% stop because there was a fire behind us.
Oh my God. Can't tell if that was on purpose or by accident. Because it's Friday the 13th.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I've never really been affected by Friday the 13th at all. Like throughout my years. Even now, like the last Friday, that happened, whatever. Like it was two people. It wasn't like some kind of what's the word? It's like outside force that you can't describe.
Hold on, I'll be back. I have to charge my phone.
Oh.
This thing siphons its battery.
Oh, you can talk about your phone too. Gabe actually got a new phone. It's actually, I don't think they can hear you from here, so.
No, they can hear me. I just have to talk louder.
But yeah, you got a Droid?
Yeah. I got the Cryotech or Cryo something. Hydros.
Okay.
It's waterproof.
Ooh, that'll come in handy for you.
It's shockproof and waterproof up to a meter for half an hour.
The next time you go on a hiking trip, when you record.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, so that's one thing that happened in my week. Another thing that happened in my week was I got a call back for a second job. Mm-hmm. And so I had 2 interviews that week, and then they called me about halfway through my shift at my job working at the door shop. And so now I start my second job next Tuesday.
Nice. And that is, well, it was just pretty much like Amazon. You're just like,
yeah,
and work in the warehouse.
Mm-hmm. They said that they're probably gonna have me unloading. So I'm like, yes.
You've done that before?
Yeah, that's what I did at Amazon for a bit. Well, towards the end, all I did was unload trucks and send stuff down the lines.
Let's move on to the kind of the topic, which was indeed Valentine's Day. We just talked about things that we did like this year, but let's talk about like our kind of previous experience or just like our thoughts in general about Valentine's Day. I just kind of want to start off. You should not support Single Awareness Day. That's just too much. You have like 364 or 65 days, whatever, depending on the year, to celebrate Single Awareness Day. You don't need to put it on the same date as Valentine's Day.
Don't hate on the people who have people.
Yeah, essentially. Freaking,
But haters gonna hate.
But then there's like... Hate. Ah. Shake it up. Shake it off. I got that. But that friggin' Vine video is like, I'm not sad I'm single on Valentine's Day. I'm sad I'm single every day.
Gabby?
Yeah. Oh, she has a point there. Sometimes.
Oh my god, though. I actually like got her channel for a bit on Vine, and I saw that she had an Instagram. I'm like, I'm gonna check this Instagram out. Check your Instagram out. Oh my god.
I'm like, bruh,
like nosebleeds.
You're taking nonchalantly, and then you're just from that one nostril, like.
But yeah, she's a fox. With my experience of Valentine's Day, it is what it is. I haven't really gone out and did like spectacular stuff to celebrate when I had someone, but I did like a thing here or there, did like a nice gesture or something.
That's nice.
I mainly did stuff for anniversaries, not Valentine's Day. That was just time for us to
just spend time together. And
yeah, spend time together.
Church parking lot.
Edit that out. Edit that out.
Just watch me.
No one needs to know about that.
You brought it up before.
Was it brought up in the podcast?
Episode 2. Shout out to episode 2.
Was it really?
Yeah, you did. You mentioned it a few times.
Huh. I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
Oh, good times. Good times. Yeah. I don't think I've never, even to this day, minus the 1/8 relationship that I talked about.
The 1/8.
Which again, call back to episode 2. Talked about, I've never really had anyone, especially on Valentine's Day. And yeah, it sucks. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with being single on Valentine's Day. It's just like, you know, you spend time with family and friends and stuff, like you did. So, and
remember last Valentine's Day?
What? Last Valentine's Day? Yeah. All right, so.
Okay, I got you.
Yes, I remember that. We have the photo too.
You do have the photo.
Let me see if I can put that up real quick.
All right.
But yeah, last Valentine's Day, because I didn't have Valentine, Gabe didn't have Valentine, I don't think.
Nope.
We spent it with each other. We watched the Lego movie. It was we were with DJ and Angela too, watching that movie, right? We watched the Lego movie. And after that, we spent time at DJ's house, gardening.
No, we were gardening first.
Yeah, we were gardening first. Wait, are you sure?
Yeah, we started the day gardening. It wasn't until like the afternoon did we actually go see the movie.
Okay. But
no,
I was like,
we didn't see it with Angela and DJ.
Or at least they went and watched another movie or something like that?
No, they went to see it, but they went to an earlier time.
Oh yeah, I remember. Because it would just be so weird if we were like all together. So it was like a legitimate man date. It was just a date, period.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, it would have been awesome if they gave us a couple's discount.
Yes. Oh my god, I wouldn't be complaining about that.
Neither would I.
Wait, we did actually spend legitimate money on that, or did I have a fundraiser ticket at the time? I don't think so.
No, I think we did spend legitimate money.
They have fundraiser tickets at our middle school, so you know, if you're ever in the neighborhood and you have a car. I did that last time when I was hanging out with the girl I was just talking about. I just like went to like the middle school real quick and just like got tickets for like $8.
Part of me feels that, what's it called? It just doesn't matter if we even say names anymore.
Does it? Because I don't know, like I don't want to be like when I reference that one person, I'll know for sure. Yeah. But I don't want to hear the name.
You don't want to hear the name?
I don't think so.
Well, it's up to you. It's at your discretion.
Yeah, but you can just do whatever you want.
I don't mind. If they mind, that's their problem.
Full name, address, social security number.
Mother's maiden name.
School that they're going to.
Yeah.
Well, actually, everyone pretty much knows where I'm going and where Steffi and Christoph are going, and even David too.
And everyone knows where I'm going.
Yeah, nowhere.
Yep.
He's somewhere. You'll find.
Which
Gabe.
brings me to another awesome thing that I did this week.
Yeah.
Well, that I'm in the planning. That's going to start. Well, happen this week instead of last week, as it should have. I'm going to be getting a place.
Ah. Oh yeah, you
Like,
talked about
very
it.
soon.
Ah, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
You talked to me about you got like an apartment appointment.
Yeah. I didn't go.
You didn't.
I rescheduled it
Oh, okay. I thought you just like
because I
failed.
had my little brother.
Oh, okay. That's
So I
fine.
rescheduled it for this Saturday.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Yeah.
this Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sunday. Sunday. Sometimes you just forget that Sunday is like the start of the new week, so the end of a week. But yeah, you had more to talk about it.
Well, Mexican calendar, it's the end of the week.
Oh, really? So it's like Monday to Sunday.
Yeah, it's Monday to Sunday.
Huh. You learn something every day. Hey, now that wasn't the best like facepalm that you've done so far. Come on.
It wasn't, but
It was just like a very slow, like a slow clap.
simply because I couldn't give enough respect to that with a full-on facepalm. Yeah, so that's gonna be happening. They said that the room should be available sometime between March 2nd and March 15th.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Have you seen the inside of the apartment yet, or?
No, but it looks like it might be like a small apartment. They said it was 1 bedroom, 1 bath. So I'm guessing somewhere along the lines of between like an actual apartment look like
Oh, okay.
and a motel.
Huh. Is it soundproof though?
Probably not.
And screw that place.
You act like it's any different than
Any other place,
Yeah.
really? That's very true. We don't have our established.
And besides, if I get that place, we have a for sure place.
For sure.
Yeah. There's no, well, there's this happening and there's this happening. No, it's, we have it. All right. So, one thing I've noticed with Valentine's Day is people either love it
Or they hate it.
or love to hate it.
They love to hate it. That's
They
a good,
love to hate
That's
it.
good wording.
Because they love to hate it for the sole fact that they're single at the time. Otherwise, they'd be like, oh, Valentine's Day. Oh.
Do you think like there's a couple out there who doesn't like Valentine's Day because of that?
I don't think there's a couple out there that doesn't like it because of that, but I think there's actual couples that just like consider it just another day.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like me, I just consider it another day regardless.
Same here.
With me, all I see it as is a good excuse for me to get bold with my with my charm when it comes to talking to single female friends.
In church areas.
I become emboldened.
Emboldened?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like another way to just be nice to someone for a day. But I don't know, I thought about it like
Thought about it.
Over the past couple weeks leading up to Valentine's Day, I really thought about like what it means to celebrate Valentine's Day, and that's just like, you know, you spend time with like specifically a loved one, like a significant other.
Yeah.
And you know how
You
we
appreciate one another.
yeah, but you also just like go to distance to make them feel special, right? And it made me think about like other people, like your friends, and you know like how else, you know how I got friend zoned, but like over the course of that time when I was spending time with her, you know, she was like open with like texts and text messages every day from me, and just hanging out with me one-on-one instead of like with a group of people. So it just became like, I don't know, maybe she felt special because like it was just one-on-one. I was paying all my attention to her and that kind of stuff. So
As I'm sure you felt special too.
yeah. So it's just
Special little guy.
oh no.
My hair longer than yours?
Yeah, on the side, yes. On the side, yes.
Whoa.
Well,
My hair's the same all the way around.
oh well. I'm pretty sure yours is longer than mine. Or I don't even know.
Hold on.
But yeah, like I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
I've learned that this is the first of many times that your hair's actually been longer than mine.
And it's gonna stay longer for the entire year because now that I've passed you, you can't catch up.
That depends on like when you're gonna cut it.
Next year.
Next year. All right. Okay, but
I told you I'm not gonna cut it for all of 2015.
oh really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Never had long hair.
I tried doing that, but it's just like, this is such a weird thing right here. Where it just grows like on sides too much.
Yeah, you have to
trim it. Or or just like tuck it in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just started questioning about like how we spend so much time just for this one person instead of like everyone in general, unless you're spending Valentine's Day with friends and stuff. And I don't know, it just but I don't know how I want to express this like through the camera here, but you know, I think that we should just spend more time like just every day just making someone feel special, because well, you can you can walk, Gabe.
Justin, I make you feel special once a week by coming to the podcast.
It's very true,
because there's no one else that does.
Yeah. So I appreciate that, Gabe. Thank you.
I appreciate you appreciating it.
Yeah. That's just what I've learned over the course of like the past couple weeks leading up to Valentine's Day, is that I don't know, I think, well, even reading the manga, because like the character is like a really nice guy and that's how he gets an entire harem. But yeah, just make someone feel special, like, or at least just try, because like even though we live in a society where we just want to progress further and we don't want to go through like the insignificant stuff like chatting up with friends sometimes, but I think that like that comes with its own value too, just spending time with them, just having like the most useless of like conversations sometimes. Yeah, like
that's the most fun.
Yeah,
everyone's in it. The way technology is and all that, and how everything's just there the moment you want it, it seems like relationships have kind of taken the same toll, where everyone just wants instant gratification. There's no more the romance stage or the actual getting to know a friend and hanging out. So let's do this, hang out, and then we hang out away from each other.
Yeah. Well, I found out just kind of gauging like my relationships with other people, like you, for example, where I don't really text you or call you for much else except for the podcast, and I feel about that too. So I want to make sure I make the effort to like talk to you about like whatever happens in like in my life, whether it be like, you know, like insignificant or like very urgent, instead of like just keeping it in to myself.
Well, a lot of what it is we don't have the entire crew here, so we need as much fodder as possible when it comes to the podcast.
What do you mean by that? Or at least what do you mean by like, or how does that work with what I'm saying?
Well, it kind of falls in because although you don't do it intentionally, it's kind of a good thing that we don't talk between the podcasts. Because as you and I have both noticed, during our drives to the podcast, when we talk too much, we feel we've already talked it over and we don't need to talk about it again. And so there's just that much information gone from the podcast that we could have used, and we're just like, we have nothing to talk about.
That's very true, though. And so like what we're doing here is like more like bond strengthening between like people, and so that also helps out, especially when we have everyone else on board. And so I always found that like whenever I come like film with you guys, it's a way for me to like bond with other people and just connect, because like otherwise I don't think I'd really be like, to be honest, I don't think I'd be hanging out with Seffi, David, or Christoph. I mean, like you and I hang out because like of DJ, because he's just like right there.
Yeah.
And we both used to, at the time, lived in like the same neighborhood, but now you live yay far away, which would have affected like how much we like communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because we always have like these things every week, it's like, okay, we have.
It is because of the catalyst that is DJ that our friendship is where it is now, and where we go out of our way to meet up once a week for these podcasts that no one watches.
To put it quite frankly, yes.
One thing that I've noticed is that although they don't get much views, I enjoy doing the podcast because it's time for us as old high school friends to get together and just keep our friendship strong.
Yeah. That's the problem too, because like I realized that when I was like hanging out with that girl I was talking about, again, referencing her, is that like I text her every day, because like the distance between us, like in between like the weeks, will like gradually like loosen up, like it'll just slowly diminish, because like especially like with long distance relationships, that's a good example where you don't see that person's face, and the only way you can like keep that bond like there is to keep communicating with them through text messages or FaceTime or whatever. And so until like if you stop doing that, like the relationship is just slowly dying off, and that's actually a sad thing, because like we keep progressing through life. We are always trying to go through the next thing, whatever it is. and whoever's there at the time is like, okay, that's your friend, and over time, if you don't see them anymore, they're no longer.
Yeah.
You know, the whole friends come and go kind of thing, and I hate that too.
It really is a thing, especially when it's someone that you've been friends with for so long, and then school's over and it's just gone.
Yeah, I remember in like elementary school, I had this best friend named Kevin. I have not seen him for years after like I went to like not that Kevin. Well, I wouldn't argue. I wouldn't be complaining if that was my friend Kevin.
Kevin's a girl?
Yeah. The cat that I keep talking about, Bobby, who lives at the school, is a girl, but yeah, whatever. People call her Stubbs, but I'm just like, yeah, Bobby.
Is it because she has a stub tail?
Yeah. We're getting kind of to a deeper level of like communication here between like the camera, or like just in topics in general.
Mm-hmm. Should we lighten it up a bit?
Sure. How do you want to go about that?
I am learning Japanese.
Really?
Yes.
How are you doing that?
I got an app for my phone, and it gives me like basic words and phrases and whatnot. It doesn't teach me the grammatical thing, but
Sure.
I'm learning vocabulary.
Yeah.
And I'm learning how to write those certain words.
Kanjis and
yeah.
stuff?
The kana and kanjis, yeah.
Mm.
That is, well, in Japanese, it's yanju.
Yanju?
Yeah, yanju.
Ah.
It's 40. Basically what it is 410.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you just write that plus like for whenever you hit that like 50 or 60.
No, this is 10.
Oh, okay.
That symbol means 10, basically.
Okay, so like for 50, it would just be like a different symbol, but the
Yeah,
same plus.
it would be the symbol for go, which is 5, and then ju, which is 10.
Okay. Yeah, you learn stuff every day.
Yeah.
I've been kind of picking up some Japanese just by watching anime.
Oh yeah,
subtitles.
yeah, that's what we do. And the thing that got me into it was one, I was watching K-On! And in the movie they go to England. I was like, no, if they're gonna go to England and speak English, I want them to speak Japanese. That way I know when they're talking Japanese, when they're talking English. And so I watched it in the sub version. And I was like, you know what? With how bad that they were figuring out what the hell was going on when they were in London, I don't want that problem when I go to Japan.
Yeah.
And so I got the app and I started trying to pick up on Japanese. So what I learned was I learned how to count and I learned the months.
Nice.
And I've learned a few colors.
Ooh.
With the counting system in Japanese, it's 1 through 10. And then after that, it's basically 10-1, 10-2, 10-3, 10-4.
Wow. Okay.
And then once you get that, it's like it's 2-10-1, 2-10-2, 2-10-3. And so like every day I've been practicing counting to 100.
I used to do that when I was little. Just count to 100 and then you're done.
Yeah.
Like I remember I would always put like a Coca-Cola in the freezer, and I already knew at that time that like Cokes explode after a certain amount of time. So I count to like 100 after I put it in the freezer, and it's cool. It's cold enough.
It's cold enough.
That I take it out.
It dropped a whole 1 degree. It is Ichi, Ni, San. 4 has 2 names. When it's by itself, it is Shi, but when it's in the form of like a 10, it's Yan. Go.
You're losing credibility.
I am losing credibility. 7 also has 2 names. By itself, it's Shichi in the form of 10 or whatever. It is Nana. Hachi,
Yeah, Hachi. Thank you, Naruto.
Ku, and Q, and Ju.
Q.
Yeah, Roku. Yes.
I want to buy a Roku.
Yes, Roku. Avatar Roku.
And whatever Roku that they have like sailing out now that you watch and stream stuff.
Ichi, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Roku, Shichi, Hachi, Ju, Q. Wait, Q, Ju.
And Toby.
Ichi, San, Bi, Toby.
Whoa.
1,000 Sen. That is Hyaku and Sen.
Okay.
So that's that. You wanna know what's funny about the months?
What?
It's this with Getsu at the end, which means month. I'm guessing. One thing that I'm really trying hard to learn is kana. Kanji. That's very simple stuff. It's like that. It's like general symbols that means general things. Kana is the actual like what's it called? The vowels and whatnot.
Okay.
So it's like phonetical writing.
Oh, now that thing's off center. But whatever, we're at the ending time. What's the time now? Pretty sure it's like 37 something. What, 41? Yep. 41?
Doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't. All right, so any kind of close...
Wait. Nijoichi?
How'd Jane? I'd say about a week ago. How'd Jane? All right, any closing statements about like Valentine's Day and whatnot?
Valentine's Day. Don't rag on it so much. It's just like a very designated day that people decided
that they can spend their money.
Yeah, it's basically a marketing scheme, but at the same time, it's a good day to have. It helps couples reevaluate how they feel about each other and let them express it in a more deep manner, whether it be with gifts, chocolates, flowers, or just like a gentle act or a favor or something. And
like the whole prospect of like the theming of Valentine's Day doesn't have to be applied solely to like romantic couples. And I would actually encourage that we all just try to find a way to strengthen our bonds between people, because at the end of the day, we all want to feel special for something, you know, whether it be complimented by like a shirt. I remember someone complimented on my Nightwing shirt one day when I was walking into the cafeteria. She just said like, "Oh, nice shirt." I was like, "Huh." And as I was walking out, I just had like this smile on my face, like, I can't stop smiling. But yeah, like people, honestly, I think that's what we want. That's why we want relationships, like romantic relationships, because we want to feel special.
Yeah. And
so I would encourage that we all try to make people special in some certain way.
Narcissism!
But yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for episode 40 of DangIT Prodcast. My name is Justin.
I'm Gabe, and before we end it, I'd like to say that if Cupid's arrows had this shape, he's an asshole.
And thanks for watching. Hashtag goodbye.
Seriously, look at that thing. How crooked it is. That is doing some major internal damage.